Hi Simon Kids subscribers, my name is Britnee Meiser and I'm the author of All My Bests. All My Bests is about Emmy and Jack, two best friends starting their first year of high school and struggling to hold on to each other as their friendship changes. They're grappling with who they are, where they fit in, all the while realizing that their feelings for each other might run deeper than they thought. It's got romance, friendship, humor, heartbreak, and so much more. Today, I'm going to be reading to you from the very beginning of the book. It's a letter that Emmy writes to Jack after they have a falling out. The book then takes you back to the beginning of their friendship to show you how we got to this point. Here we go. Dear Jack, I'm still really mad at you. Crossed out. Dear Jack, do you miss me as much as I miss you? Crossed out. Jack, I can't believe you're dating her. Her. How could you do this to... Crossed out. Dear Jack, what happened to us? Crossed out. Dear Jack, I'm not writing you this letter to tell you that I forgive you. I'm not even writing it for you. I'm writing it for me. I've spent so much time thinking about you lately that I forgot to consider what was best for me. And now that I'm finally thinking about me, I realize that you weren't. Not recently, at least. Maybe not ever. We haven't talked in 2 weeks. I know some of that is my fault. You tried to talk to me after the bonfire, but it was too late, and I was angry. Then you stopped trying. That's on you. Why couldn't you just see how much I wanted you to... Crossed out. You are my best friend, Jack, and you hurt me. You should have never stopped trying. I've had a lot of time, to think about what happened between us, and while I still don't forgive you for the way you treated me, I've accepted that we aren't supposed to be a thing, as friends or more. I wish that meant I was no longer hurting, but you yanked my heart out of my chest and stomped on it with your soccer cleats. That's going to take some time to heal. Even then, it will scar. I still miss you. It sucks, but it's true. I think part of me always will. We have a lot of history, and it all lives in my head rent-free. So I thought, maybe if I could get it out, it would be a little easier to manage. Things always make more sense when you see them from the outside, don't they? Like seeing a butterfly pressed in glass. I could look at how we were, figure out where we went wrong, and finally have some peace. Oh, guess what song just came on the queue? How's It Going to Be? Remember what you said when I played it for you? Probably not, but I do. You said it was too angsty. Too angsty? I never told you this before, but the first time I heard How's It Going to Be, I cried. That's because it's a song about loss. I was listening to the lyrics, and before I knew it, I was thinking about you and what it would be like if you weren't in my life. How would it be if you didn't know me? Well, it would be horrible. Crossed out. Agonizing. Crossed out. Devastating. No one to explore the woods with. No one to talk to when Mom was in one of her migraine moods. No one to eat the banana-flavored Laffy Taffies, so they'd just sit there in the candy dish until they mysteriously fused to the bottom and I'd have to use a knife to scrape them out. I had absolutely no interest in a life like that. Do you understand now why I got so upset when you took off your headphones in the middle of the second verse? This song, which you dismissed as too angsty, is what made me realize my true feelings for you, and you didn't even bother to listen to it the whole way through. That's what I think about now when I hear it. Rejection, crossed out. Loss, crossed out. Heartbreak. I know I'm probably not making a lot of sense. Elijah told me the other day that I ramble when I get worked up. I can't help it. I've got so many feelings, and they're all fighting to come out. But I know you'll never read this, so it doesn't matter if I'm making sense. And anyway, love rarely makes sense. Yeah, I said it. I did love you, Jack. That's the point. But you didn't love me back. That's the point. This is a love letter and a goodbye letter. This is our history out of my head. This is me letting you go. Along with this letter is the portable CD player I bought from eBay. Inside the player, a CD with the words "All My Bests" written on top in black Sharpie. I have burned 18 songs onto the CD the way they did it before streaming, when music was tangible and playlists were special gifts, like carving out a piece of yourself track by track, line by line, until you've created a perfect specimen. These songs dropped me right back in the middle of all our big moments and allowed me, or forced me, depending how you look at it, to live them again. It was hard, but I had to do it. I had to figure out which moments were most important to our story. Maybe no one will ever listen to it, or maybe someone someday will stumble upon our spot and feel what I felt, what you never did. And I'll be 40 doing what I'm going to do with my life, and I'll inexplicably have a feeling that I'm not alone anymore. And maybe I won't know it consciously, but somehow my soul will know that someone is listening to All My Bests. Spoiler alert, How's It Going to Be is the last song on the playlist. I didn't know it at first, but this song has always been about the future. My future. Without you. That's it. That's the end of Emmy's letter, and I hope that it has intrigued you enough to pick up a copy of All My Bests and see what happens next. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the Simon Kids YouTube channel. Bye!